Hello Gibbon Gamers everywhere, I am Chunny of GG and I am playing Total Extreme Wrestling 2016 and this is going to be episode 3 of the Let Us Play that we're doing on Total Extreme Wrestling. Now we're at GGW and I've got some admissions to make. In the last episode I was just being stupid. There was no way we're ever going to be able to run a 1.5 hour show and not destroy our budget. There was no way I was going to be able to employ John Joe for 1,500 per appearance and not completely ruin everything. And from this point on, we're going to start playing properly. But first, we need to do something about the money. Now, just for the sake of not having this thing end, I'm going to go into edit data. We're also going to go to Gibbon Gaming Wrestling. We're going to manually change this. Now, in a live stream with the other Gibbons, what I did was I said all the money I stole on Grand Theft Auto I'd put into the company. Now, technically speaking, I said that I repoed an Audi R8, which I didn't actually repo an Audi R8, so I didn't make 100,000, but what I did make through the jobs was $25,671. So you know what, that is what we have going forward, but that doesn't mean I'm going to start being stupid about this, because obviously I can't afford to make a $10,000 loss and all of that, because even with that cheat in effect where I cross-promoted the streams and the series that we're doing, even with that cheat, it's not going to work. And I'm only doing it this once. If I can't make this work after that, that's it. That's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to have to get a bit realistic. And I'm in two quandaries here. I'm in a quandary. I don't quite know how. First of all, pre-booking. I have a solo player game I've been doing in the interim, and I've found that pre-booking has made not one tiniest bit of difference to my ticket sales. They're just going up, but I'm not sure if they're going up, but they went up without pre-booking anyway. So I don't know if this is going to make any difference. I'm going to do it anyway, just because I said I would. Now we're going to be using this. I'm also going to edit the defaults and just hit select all and save. Reason being, that means I can now book everything that's available to me. That's what I want to do anyway. I want to have everything available to me. I want to see everything. We're going to book a one-on-one match because what we need is for Mason Ryan to drop the championship, and I have the person in mind. So it's going to be Dirty Dick Riley versus Mason Ryan, and after that we're going to have to let Mason Ryan go because he booked for... Oh, yeah, no, that's dumb. I need to book my next show first. Let's just schedule another show first. You know, that might be beneficial, Chun. Might be. So here we go. We're going to create a new show. It's going to be GGW... Oh, shall we call it? What shall we call it? Let's call it... Oh, let's suggest a name. Bring the Pain? No. Lights Out. Break Like the Wind. Straight to Hell. Falling Apart. Forsaken. I like that. GGW Forsaken. It's going to be an hour long because, let's be honest, I was being stupid, and it's also going to be yeared. Status is active. No, don't need any of that, but we are going to have to make sure that the show runs on I'm going to run the show on Sunday, because obviously when we ran out on Saturday, a few of my workers were elsewhere. It's going to be week 4, and May is... Yes, that's where we are. So, there we go. Now let's do the pre-book. Book the match, that one. Dirty Dick Riley. Dirty Dick Riley and Mason Ryan, and Dick Riley will be taking the championship off Mason Ryan, and then we're going to have to let Mason Ryan go. Now the other thing I'm going to have to do is sign a new announcer. let's say works for... no, let's just not do that. Let's just say I'm scouting for a referee who can work in the United Kingdom, British Isles. Oh, I didn't check Alan Boulevard. 500. Okay, 500 is going to be the best I can get. What's Alan Boulevard's refereeing like? 50. What else did I say? Not Dan Angler. Dancing Any Sideburns isn't actually employed. 49. Okay, so actually Alan Boulevard's not looking too bad. Let's just say negotiate with Alan Boulevard. Let's just try and get him down to as close to 400 as possible. 430 mark. Well, let's put it this way. That's $1,000 saved on the referee alone. Now, we're also going to need a new announcer because obviously I can't afford to spend over $1,000 on an announcer. Erica Sell. 400. That's more like it. Let's go for that. See if we can get her down to around 300. 390. You know what? Well, that saves us 800. So we've now saved 1,800 on our referee and our announcer. When we get rid of Mason Ryan and use people like PJ in the main event, let me just take a look at this. Mason Ryan, 1,100 per show. Let's say I replace him in the main event with, say, Morgan Webster. Oh, look, we've saved almost over 1,000. We've saved almost 2,000 on just free workers. So, you know, that's the problem I found is, of course, that actually I haven't really got anybody here on the cheap. See, I did on my single player game, I sort of put more money into the negotiation stat, more points into the negotiation stat, and what I was able to find is, so somebody I signed in both games, both playthroughs. Who was it? Dimitri. I assigned Dimitri in both playthroughs. Now in this playthrough I've got him for 370 per show. In the other playthrough I've got him for 310 per show. Another example, I know somebody else who I signed in both because I'm a massive fan and don't know what's good for me. Kari Hojo, here she's 820 per show. The other playthrough, 720. So, and that's an extra 2 points in negotiation. However, she might turn out to be a bit of a coup for us because actually she's very good and she's, you know, getting quite popular in terms of her appearance around here, and that means that she will start pulling in some immense match ratings for us, which is going to be good news because I'm going to have to do some pretty drastic shit. Basically, what we're going to do is go all the way from 1.5 hours per show. I mean, what did we do in that last show? Yeah, I mean, we had 5 matches. Basically, my new plan is 1 hour shows, and I'm going to be extra cheeky and only do 1 match. I'm going to go all out, save as much money as possible until we hit small and until we're starting to do some better ticket sales at the very bloody least. You know, 9 people in attendance. I'm going to have at least 100 in attendance before you can even consider doing anything more than that. And basically I'm going to need to up my sponsorships from 2 to about 1,000. You know, hopefully we're going to need to be making at least 3,000 a month before I can even put on more than 1 match per show. But anyway, let's start getting on with this thing and moving on to GGW Forsaken in 27 days. Okay, here we are. I'm going to only go through the main shows, which in here is New Japan. They had 3,000 people in attendance with an 82 show rating. Cody, Bad Luck Fale and Tomohiro Ishii defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi, Michael Elgin and Togi Makabe in the main event for an 85 rating, so that was very, very good. We also have WWE Raw with 11,353 in attendance, 77 show rating, and Roman Reigns defeated Chris Jericho by disqualification for a 78 rating. Yeah, that's not particularly great. Oh, we've got mail. Luke Phoenix is unhappy with his push. Okay, right, well, let's go in and deal with that. We've had that before, obviously, with Kairi Hojo. Probably been used elsewhere. Wrong screen. Probably being used elsewhere, and has gained popularity. Yeah, that's probably what's happened there. Now, the astute among you may notice actually my voice is a bit weird. I am currently incredibly ill. Really quite ill at the moment. But it's okay. The gaming must continue. SmackDown was on. 12,567 in attendance for this one, with an 82 show rating, and AJ Styles defeated John Cena in the main event for a 91 rating. That was a very good main event, in fact. We've got male. All Star have changed their production values to amateur. They have increased their broadcast quality to semi-pro, and increased their music level to generic. Okay, that's right. So they're putting the screws to their opponents, and Adam Bullivant is ready to come to us. Any major companies at all? Impact Wrestling, 2,500 in attendance, 54 show rating, with Magnus defeating Eddie Edwards as the main event for a 57 rating. Okay, so average stuff from them. All Star have increased their production values to semi-pro, broadcast quality to higher pro, and increased their music level to local. Right, so they really are turning the screws on the competition, and Erica Sell has joined us. Excellent, that is excellent. Ring of Honor Wrestling, that's good enough for us. 3,352 people in attendance with a 60 show rating, and Christopher Daniels defeated Alex Shelley in the main event for a 74 rating. So there we go, that was a pretty good show from them. And we have male. Zack Sabre Jr. is going to be touring with the Inoki Genome Federation. We have a New Japan. 2,395 people attended with an 83 show rating. Cody Yoshitatsu and Yuji Nagata defeated Togi Makabe and the Killer Elite Squad for an 83 rating. It's quite good. Matches the main show rating, so that's perfectly fine. We have male. Joel Redman has changed his body type to muscular. Cody has been loaned to Rev Pro. Luke Phoenix has been fired by Rev Pro. Well, not fired, but released. That's the same thing. Marty Scurll is going to be touring with House of Hardcore. Let's take a look at 4FW, because they still they used to be Priestley. Look, 38. Tiger Ali defeated Bubblegum for 4FW Heavyweight title to retain it, that is. It's 54 show rating. So some of the people who were used there, but not many. New Japan did a pay-per-view with 10,000 people. Good, that was a sellout. 78 show rating. Kazuchika Okada and defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi to retain the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship for a 78. Huh? Okada versus Tanahashi, heavyweight title on the line, 78. We have New Japan running a Sunday show. 4,508 in attendance for this one, and an 89 show rating. Okay, so this was a good one. Red Dragon defeated Ricochet and Tiger Mask in the main event for a 92. But actually, what happened before that is even better. Hiroshi Tanahashi defeated Tomohiro Ishii for a 95 rating. That is good. That's a very good show. And actually, if you look at the company wars, they really aren't that far behind the two American companies. Impact and WWE, I think, have more reach worldwide than New Japan, but New Japan is very much, is probably going to end up bigger in Japan with shows like that. So New Japan ran, and they did 4,203 people with an 82 show rating, and Katsuyori Shibata defeated Kushida with an 83 show rating. We also have WWE Raw. Seth Rollins defeated Kevin Owens by disqualification for a 78 rating in the main event. Overall, they did a 77 with 11,378 people in attendance. Okay, so not bad, but not as good as New Japan. Oh, the other thing I wanted to check was money. Are we doing any better? Okay, so it's week 2. Yeah, I think we're going to end up making a bit more money on the MISC merchandise, and we've already made $9 in sponsors compared to 2. Okay, so this is the thing. So obviously, as we keep on doing more and more shows, that's going to slowly increase. I wonder if All Stars investment has helped. Not really. Dean Allmark defeated Robbie Dynamite for a 42 rating. Their 34 was the overall show rating with 452 in attendance, and that is considering that they have put more money into their production, which will make them seem more professional. It's not particularly brilliant, that. The other shows that happened here are SmackDown. So John Cena defeated Baron Corbin by disqualification for an 80 rating. 78 was the overall, and that's an 11,640 attendance, so not particularly great. We have an NXT takeover happening. 2,921 in attendance with 68 show rating. Bobby Roode defeated Andrade Almas to retain the heavyweight title for a 74 rating. That was good. That was a very decent show for NXT. We also have Impact Wrestling. 2,628 people attended. 53 was what they did. Aaron Rex defeated Lashley and EC3 in the main event for a 62 rating, so that was okay. That was about on average for what they do. Right, we have Ring of Honor running. 3,200 in attendance with a 65 show rating. Mark Briscoe defeated Matt Jackson, Adam Cole and Christopher Daniels for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship, and that did an 80 rating. That was a good match. That was a pretty good show rating, actually. They are beating Impact with that, so they should start to really enclose on the gap there. We have New Japan. They did 6,849, 80 show rating. Red Dragon defeated Roppongi Vice for an 82 rating in the main event. Paraguay Senior is retiring. AJ Styles' contract is up for extension. I imagine he'll re-sign though. Lucha Underground. 2,738 people in attendance with a 54 show rating. Chavo Guerrero Jr. defeated Rey Mysterio for a 52. Here we go, there's a show from New Japan. 3,606 people attended, 79 overall. Roppongi Vice defeated Red Dragon for an 80 rating. Oh, Jim Ross is set to retire, and so is Shane Douglas. Oh dear, quite a few people on their way out. Let's take a look at the big shows. New Japan, obviously. 3,894 people coming to this one with a 73. Oh, that's bad. That's not as good as they have been. Minoru Suzuki defeated Tomohiro Ishii for a 71 rating. Where that's not good actually for them. By their standards, that's pretty bad. What else was there? WWE Raw. 9,545 people in attendance, which is probably closer to what they've been doing recently. That's an 81 show rating, with Kevin Owens defeating Chris Jericho in the main event for 91. Well, so that just shows you how bad the rest of the show was for it to be only rated 81 overall, but that was actually a half decent show. At least they got the main event. The main event definitely saving that one. And we have male. LF have promoted. Oh, they've increased their music level to local. See, here's the thing. We could increase our production values. I'll show you what I mean. It's here. Now, at the moment, this stuff is costing us $150 per. It's costing us $250 a month at these current levels. Now, obviously, I could upgrade this stuff. Yeah, we could upgrade this, but look, if I upgrade the production values, it will go from $150 to $500 a month, and would also involve $500 to even do. Then you have live events, like I could upgrade that, but it would be $1,000 per show. You know, I just can't afford to do that, really. I'm surprised companies like LF and that can actually afford to do it, because they're not that big, I don't think. If I go to the website and go through the company awards and see where they rank in the world, I don't think they're that huge. Yeah, LF is literally Lucha Forever, and it's not that big. So I'm very surprised that they can afford to up values like that. But then again, they're quite a long way ahead of where we are, so you never know. Maybe once you get to that level, you can actually afford it, but I doubt it. We have SmackDown, and 5,000 people in attendance. Sellout though, and it was in Hawaii, I guess that's why they didn't do as many people. 79 show rating. Randy Orton defeated The Miz to retain the WWE Championship title for an 81. So it was okay. It was an okay stuff. We have Impact Wrestling, 2,675 people in attendance with a 53 show rating, and James Storm defeated Magnus to achieve a 63. It was okay, I guess. Here we go, Ring of Honor, 3,217 people in attendance with a 63 show rating. Bobby Fish defeated Alex Shelley and Cody for a 78. And that's a good main event. That's a very good main event indeed. Here we go. What's next? New Japan. 6,648 people in attendance with an 85 show rating. Kyle O'Reilly, Kenny Omega and Shibata defeated Tiger Mask, W, Ricochet and Kushida for an 85. And that's definitely back on track for them. Alrighty ho. Ric Flair is set to retire. So is Aja Kong. Okay, so it's really a lot is going on here. Samu, Johnny Rodz. Yeah, a lot of people are preparing to retire. Greg Valentine, Jimmy Valiant, Tiger Mask. Wow, lots of people. Honky Tonk Man and Kazushi Saki. Wow, yeah, okay, so lots of stuff happening there in terms of retirements. We also have Lucha Underground running a show. That's 2,744 people. 53 overall rating, with Chavo Guerrero Jr. defeating Dante Fox for a 61 rating. Sorry about sort of whizzing through all this stuff at the moment, but I'm really trying to bring the episode length down a little bit so I can talk more about booking and what we're doing rather than what everybody else is doing. But we have mail, and Zack Sabre Jr. has been loaned to NXT from Progress, and Luke Phoenix did indeed extend his contract with 4FW, which I thought he probably would. And we are now 1 week away from our next show, so things are going to be getting interesting. But first, we have New Japan doing 6,646, 83 show rating, with Cody defeating Satoshi Kojima for an 85 overall, so that's very good. You also have WWE Backlash. 27,000 people in attendance for that one. And it's sold out, so that's a very good one. 82 was the overall rating, and Randy Orton defeated AJ Styles to retain the WWE Championship title for an 85. Wow, okay, I would have expected probably in the 90s for that, but there we go. Quite a few people seem to have been called up here because they have Andrade Almas defeating Noam Dar on the card. So yeah, it was a pretty good show actually, that one. Pretty good show indeed. Very big, very long. And we have WWE Raw running now. And they drew 9,722 people with 77 rating overall. And Samoa Joe defeated Chris Jericho in the main event for an 80 rating. That's okay. Oh wait, Brock Lesnar wasn't being used, and he lost to Jeff Hardy for a 74 rating. Oh dear. New Japan was also active. They drew 6,925 people for an 80 rating, and Rocky Romero defeated Kenny Omega for an 82 for their main event. Very standard, I think, from both companies there. Right then, here we go. We have WWE NXT. 2,685 people in attendance for a 59 show rating, and Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Wesley Blake for a 68 rating. So, yeah, okay, low for a Shinsuke Nakamura match, but then again it was only Wesley Blake, so what do you expect? We also have SmackDown with 8,540 people in attendance and a 76 show rating. Dean Ambrose defeated Bray Wyatt, Chad Gable and Big Cass in the main event to retain his Intercontinental title, and that was an 80 rating. PWG are running a show today, and the World Heavyweight title changed hands. Matt Jackson of the Young Bucks ended Matt Sydal's reign. Okay, so that show happened. That might be worth us checking out, that one actually. There's also Impact Wrestling, and they drew 2,739 with a 58 show rating, and Cody defeated Eddie Edwards for 71, so their main event was quite a fair bit better than the show rating. And here we go, PWG, they did 3,386 show attendance, so better than Impact, and 60 show rating, so again better than Impact. Matt Jackson defeated the big guys Sami Callihan and Matt Sydal for the World Heavyweight title, 66. Okay, but the match before that was way better. Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Ricochet for an 81. So, that was an okay show rating, I guess, but they outdid Impact, so who can really complain too much? Oh, we've got 2 Ring of Honor shows here. This is television. Adam Cole defeated Will Ospreay for a 78 rating and a 63 overall. 4,757 there. But the pay-per-view, Nowhere to Run, did exactly the same attendance, because 28,000 buys though, 62 rating. Mark Briscoe defeated Bully Ray to retain the ROH World Heavyweight title for a 68 rating, but then again Cody defeating Jay Briscoe the match before did 82, so not the best of shows there really, not the best. Could have been better on that one. Right then, we have a lot of shows, and New Japan was one of them. 7,078 people in attendance here for an 83 show rating, and Rocky Romero and Red Dragon defeated Kenny Omega and Team Tidal Wave in the main event for an 88. So, yeah, it was good. That was good. We also have Preston City Wrestling. Mr. Anderson defeated Dean Allmark to retain the PCW Heavyweight title for 48. 44 overall, show rating with 1,234 people in attendance. We have male, All-Star, Lothian and Zaya Brookside have been getting on well, and Sarah Marie Taylor and Joel Redmond have begun dating. So how well have we done in terms of our money? How much money have we raised over the course of this month, since we're only a couple of days from Forsaken? So we can now have $27 in turn for sponsorship instead of 2, so that's better. That's over 10 times better than before. Still piss all, but why not? A 10 times improvement is very good. So we've also made more money in terms of merch. We've done $447 of sales instead of $416. And miscellaneous is 1,000. Okay, so we're not making any more money there, but hopefully our ticket sales will be a bit better now that we've actually run a show, and we were actually pre-booking, so hopefully we can do a bit better here. Right, so nothing particularly major, but Progress, which is what I decided to not book against, has run. Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Zach Gibson for the Progress Super Strong Style 16 title, and that was a 71 ratings. But this is the show that I didn't want to book against because I think some of my workers were here last time. And yeah, SWE, Southside Wrestling, didn't want to go against them because they use a few of my workers as well. But not today. Not today. Anyway, Ethan Page defeated BT Gunn for a 36 rating, which is also this overall show rating with 709 people in attendance. But now we get to GGW Forsaken 2017, and this is going to take a very, very, very long time to book because I am intending to do lots of things here. So there we go, people. There's a demonstration of how well pre-booking works. 11 fans are expected. 11. Oh! Done well. Yeah, I did. I really did well there. Great. What's the Sheppy? What's Ian Sheppy as well? Sheppy. Oh, wrong thing. South England. Sheppy Leisure Centre. Well, there's no point running that because it costs twice as much as St Luke's Church, so I'm going to have to just use... I'm going to assign that as the venue. I have told you before that I don't live alone, and my husband just got back, and he's a lot more lively than usual. Only God knows why. Only God knows why. But there we go. Anyway, 11 fans. That's amazing. Anyway, let's add an angle. Now I'm going to edit the default to select all of them and save that. But I'm going to do a freestyle angle, and it's going to be Aaron Paul introduces the show. Introduces the show because we can use Aaron Paul for free because he's us. So there we go, and he's going to be rated on his entertainment. And screw it, let's just do him without a script and see what happens. But that's going to run for 15 minutes. 15 minutes of Aaron Paul just chatting. Why not? And now it's Aaron pre-booking, which obviously had a massive, massive effect on our show attendance. Really pulled in an extra 2 people over last time. But let's book that one. No, sorry, add to booking grid. That match is going to run for 28 minutes. It's going to be for the GGW World Championship. The aim of the match will be storytelling. The victor will be Dirty Dick Riley. It's going to be open, and Mason Ryan can't call a match in the ring, so it's going to have to be a script, and it's going to be a slow build. And that's it. I haven't assigned a road agent. That's very, very true. I haven't, and because I can use him for free, it's going to be Aaron Paul. Mason Ryan is furious at the booking of this match, and I don't give a shit because I'm going to be releasing him afterwards. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That will be our show. It's going to be Aaron Paul's going to just talk for 15 minutes to say welcome to GGW. I don't know how he's going to stretch that out for 15 minutes, but I'm sure he'll come up with something. We also have Dirty Dick Riley versus Mason Ryan as our main event of the evening. And when I say main event of the evening, what I mean is it's the only match you're going to see, and it's for the GGW World Heavyweight Title. Oh, I feel like all of these 11 people are in for an amazing show. But it will increase our popularity. Just running a show will increase our popularity because we are zero popular. We have no popularity. So just by doing the show, it's going to be good. And we're going to save a lot of money compared to what we did last time. Anyway, away we go! A freestyle segment called Aaron Paul introduces the show, featuring Aaron Paul. Aaron Paul worked the crowd well using his freedom to improvise. So he can actually improvise. That's nice. And Aaron Paul is getting better at his gimmick. This got the show off to a strong start and got the crowd hotter for the main event, which is next. All 11 people were excited by seeing Aaron Paul, which, I mean, I would be. If I went to a local wrestling show and I saw Aaron fucking Paul, I would piss myself because I'd be like, whoa, here comes Aaron Paul. I wasn't expecting that. So that's how that works. Anyway, dirt sheet. Good improvising, good gimmick, and good start to the show for a 33 rating. So let's take a look at the match. How did that do? In a superb match, Dirty Dick Riley defeated Mason Ryan in 28 minutes and 12 seconds by pinfall with a Tiger Bomb. Dirty Dick Riley wins the GGW World Championship Title. Yeah, I might need to drop the championship from that because that doesn't sound right to me. The GGW World Championship Title. Belt. If it said belt there, it'd be fine. GGW World Championship Title belt would be okay. Anyway, Aaron Paul didn't do a good job as a road agent, and it showed. Did it? Anyway, the match got the crowd hotter, so that's good. Dirty Dick Riley had an in-ring performance of 63, Mason 49. So there we go. We can see who really. So that maybe getting rid of Mason Ryan isn't a problem, because I think Dirty Dick Riley isn't even going to cost us half as much as Mason Ryan, and he's done a better show match rating there. Anyway, 54 was the overall match rating, so that was actually quite good. Is anybody improving? No. Dirt sheet. Wow. Charisma, star quality, slowly building the match well, high morale and good chemistry. He's motivated versus just star quality and high morale. Both were penalised for holding back though. But the rotation work of Aaron Paul was not up to standard. But that doesn't matter because we still got a 54. Oh. Anyway, the overall rating was 34. The crowd were annoyed that they got less than 3 segments to watch, and the fans were disappointed that no storylines were advanced during the show. But that's okay, because we've improved our popularity, and that's all I give a toss about. Anyway, for Mason Ryan, just to, I'm going to give him a hug. Dirty Dick Riley is going to get complimented for a good performance, and Aaron Cassell shall be given some encouragement. He seemed pleased, and so did she. So there we go, that's a 34 show rating, and that's increased things. Next time I'm going to have to make sure that I advance the storyline. Maybe an advantageous to have put Dick Riley in that championship storyline before I did that match, actually. I should have thought about that, but also need to remember then that I cannot just do 2 segments. I'm going to have to use Aaron Paul again. Just run another segment. Aaron Paul says goodbye to the fans. Yeah, there you go. You want 3 segments? Aaron Paul introduces, you have your match, and Aaron Paul says goodbye to you all. That could work. Why not? Anyway, any major shows besides us? Yeah, New Japan. Besides us. 37,000 people in attendance here for the Best of the Super Juniors, and that was a sellout. 76 show rating though, wasn't brilliant. Kazuchika Okada defeated Minoru Suzuki to retain the IWGP World Heavyweight title. As for us, we now have a momentum rating of 4 instead of 3. And we only lost $2,560 that time, which is much better. And we are now going to be losing money based on losing show ratings based on this. Attack is considered to be a rival, and they're spending more money, but I don't see how they could spend more money than us and actually stay in business, considering that even with that, 2,680 was spent on workers there. But we did better elsewhere, so you never know, that might continue. What's the estimated cost showing us now? Yeah, more sponsorship income is expected this time around. We now have some popularity. There we go. We actually are now 1 popular, so that should hopefully see us do better ticket sales. But there we go. So that was a successful show in the end because, well, it increased our popularity. And it's now time to let the very expensive Mason Ryan go. So, goodbye. Thank you for actually signing with us in the first place. But unfortunately, I cannot afford to keep you around. So now let's just say I used, instead of him in the main event, I used somebody affordable, like PJ Jones. I could have saved myself, I could have only spent 2,000 on workers, and I bet PJ would have been better in the ring, because actually his ratings are sodding brilliant. But that's what we're going to be doing next time around. It might be an idea to use... It might be an idea to just have a really cheap match on the show. So let's say I use Chris Andrews. Where is he? Yeah, that would save me $700 on the main event if I'd done that instead of Mason Ryan. And I could also have Dimitri versus Mark Manson on the undercard. So I could have had 3 matches. I could have had 2 matches, sorry, for the same price. But I think... overall, we've done okay there. It worked. We've increased our popularity, and that's what we needed to do. And we just need to continue like that, saving money, and hopefully by the time that we've blown through 23 grand, we'll be slowly making a profit. That's the plan. And obviously, no more cheating. If I blow through all of that, that's it. We will just, I'll say, well, I suck at this game, and that's that. But thank you for watching this episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2016. Sorry I've been low energy. I am ill. I'm certainly not feeling well. I feel like I'm falling apart, in fairness. But the gaming must continue. Total Extreme Wrestling sleeps for no one. It doesn't really sleep at all, to be fair, because it's a game. If you like this video, please remember to hit like and subscribe and share. Ooh, that would be great, wouldn't it, if you shared? And, you know, that would be great for us. That will help out our YouTube channel immensely. Also, you can find Gibbon Gamerz on Facebook, which is... yeah, where you can see Fact Friday, because I'm recording this on Friday. You can see Fact Friday, which is going on right now, where we are expanding our understanding on our joint hobby, that is video gaming. We also have a Twitter at Gibbon Gaming. We also have Twitch, Gibbon Gaming, and Mixer. Also Gibbon, it's actually not Gibbon Gaming anymore because we've changed the name to Gibbon Gamerz. I need to remember that. The only reason I haven't remembered that is because the company is still called Gibbon Gaming Wrestling, because that's what the show, because the, yeah, it's, yeah. I don't know if I can actually change the name of the company now either. Can I? So because I'm going to do that every single time I do this outro. I'm going to do the same thing because I've been looking at Gibbon Gaming Wrestling. Gibbon Game, yeah, okay, right, there we go. Gibbon Gamerz Wrestling. So there we go. Let's save that record now so that I remember that in future. Gibbon Gamerz Wrestling. So yeah, that's where you can find us all. It's at Gibbon Gamerz on across all of our platforms. We are live streaming. We're doing this on YouTube. I'm also doing Hearts of Iron 4, which I'm going to be recording the next episode of that. Well, next. Yeah, we're highly active. So if you would be part of us and support us, we would be very, 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 very grateful to you. Also, if you do like the Facebook page and follow it, when we hit 250. We're going to do a small prize giveaway as a big thank you. So there we go. There you have an incentive now to find us on Facebook at Gibbon Gamerz. But until the next episode of Total Extreme Wrestling with Gibbon Gamerz Wrestling, I will say, because we still have Corey Hojo on our roster, bon voyage.